Oi, oi. Good morning, people. Whether you are on your commute, whether you're already at work, or just a bit of an early riser like me now, apparently, we have got you covered. So shout out to the morning people. This is Aaron, and this is also Aaron Talks Arsenal. Yeah, good morning, everyone. And firstly, I wanted to say a big thanks to the panel last night. We done our Monday night shows as usual. We had some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people on there. We had DJB, legend, Shane Gooner, legend. We had Normski, legend. We had Darren Sullivan come on, legend. We had Kyle the Volcano was on for a little bit, and then Jez came on later and stole the show. Honestly, he was absolutely on form. Go and watch the whole thing, of course, but make sure you watch the end of it. I mean, it's absolute fire. Fair play to Jezza. I mean, I was virtually nearly crying with laughter on screen. Like my eyes went actual puffy towards the end of it. That man, he came on a little bit upset, and we made sure he left with a big smile on his face. So big up to Jezza and big up to everyone in the chat so far. I will, of course, come to you, but we want to start in some sort of particular bit here, and it's about this league table because look, listen, the Liverpool game, well and truly done. That was Sunday. It's Tuesday morning now. We are going to look forward. But where does looking forward, what does that look like for Arsenal Football Club? Of course, we've got Newcastle next. And I don't know about you lot, guys, but I ain't really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a massive, massive, massive game for us. And I can't believe I'm saying this. And this is the reason why I've got this league table up for all of you wonderful people in the chat and wonderful people watching. Is that on match day 36, Arsenal still haven't guaranteed Champions League football yet. And that's a bit of a shame to me, really. You know, after a season that started, at least with some sort of promises petered out into nothingness. What an absolute shame. But look at this. 68 points. Wow. We probably will get Champions League football. Yeah, absolutely. But I'll tell you what, if Newcastle beat us and you got Southampton who have just drew at home with Manchester City, and not a very good Manchester City this season, by the way. But they're also will be playing on the last game of the season. Not a very good Arsenal team. Could you imagine we had 1 point out the remaining games? The worst, annoyingly, is still mathematically possible. And it's so disappointing that we are on match day 36 and Arsenal Football Club, for all the money they've spent, all the time that they've took it, all the trust and investment we've had from the manager, and we still haven't even tied up Champions League football yet. That's madness to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just craziness to me. It's a little bit of a worry. I don't know about you lot in the chat. Are you a little bit worried about the Newcastle game? I honestly don't think we're going to finish second. I do think we're going to get Champions League football. Absolutely. 100%. But I don't think we will be finishing second. I mean, I think that is absolutely fair to say. I think Newcastle are probably going to beat us if we draw. You know, we've left ourselves in a real mess here, Gooners. It's an absolute fact. And it's a shame looking at this table. It really is. I'm very upset looking at this. It doesn't bring me any joy whatsoever. So what does that mean for this man here? He's got some work to do on his hands. He's got a lot of work to do on his hands. And we will come to some of the little rumours in a little bit, and we'll have a little chat about them. But before we do you know what annoys me about these statistics? Because we've just seen that league table, yeah? It speaks for itself. It's been a very poor season. Do you know what frustrates me? When you scroll across Twitter and social media, whatever platforms, and you see all of these little stats like this. Arsenal midfielder Mikel Merino has scored in both fixtures against the champions Liverpool this season. Who cares? Look, come on, let's just all be. There's 20 people in the building now. Big up to every single one of you. Who cares? It's all these little stats that they bring up, and they like to keep you nicely intrigued and interested, and all the lies to basically say to you, guess what? This hasn't been such a bad season. Guess what? Mikel Merino hasn't actually been too bad. I mean, let's get it right on Mikel Merino. He let the side down on the red card. He scores the equaliser. Mikel Merino's been a mixed bag. He's actually been all right deputised as a striker. I think you've got to give him his flowers for that, but he's not a striker. When he gets put back in midfield, he's a shower, isn't he? I'm not going to carry on because it's too early to carry that on. But he's not been very good. Then we get to other little cute coin stats like this, ladies and gentlemen. Gabriel Martinelli has never lost a match in all competitions in which he has scored for Arsenal. So 45 matches, 37 wins, 8 draws, 0 losses. Do you know what else you can couple with that 0 next to losses? 0 trophies. That's what you can couple with that. 0 trophies. So essentially, who really cares, morning risers? World class chat. Don't make no difference, does it? But this is to mask. People will pump these stuffs out and say, yeah, do you know what? Maybe Martinelli hasn't been that bad. Maybe he's had a good season this season. Don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. Here's one for you. The last, and this is the best of the bunch. This is the best of the bunch, ladies and gentlemen. The last time Arsenal lost a game against the Premier League's Big Six. Here we go. 1,359 v Chelsea. 1,153 v Liverpool. 1,096 v Tottenham. 981 v United. 747 v Manchester City. Okay, that's all well and good. Yep, that's a pretty stat. That's absolutely fine. Okay. What about Aston Villa this season then? Being 2-0 up and drawing 2-2. What about that? 'Cause that cost us 2 points. But Bournemouth lost home and away. What about that? That cost us 6 points. What about Everton? Home and away. Couldn't manage to beat Everton home and away. What about Fulham away? What about Brighton drawing home and away again? Have you noticed this? That's the third team, Brighton, there that we haven't beaten on 2 occasions in the Premier League this season. What about Nottingham Forest away? What about Palace away? At home, sorry. What about that? What about Brentford at home? What about losing West Ham at home? 1-0, sorry. What about that? So it's all well and good, yeah? All well and good. Putting up these little stats that show, oh, yep, against the bigger sides, we're unbeaten. That's all well and good. I've just reeled off 8 teams, and some of them, 3 of them, in fact, we haven't been able to beat home and away. We're not losing the league against the big lot. We're losing it against the smaller fish, as they would say. That's where the league is being done, ladies and gentlemen. Just don't be fooled, is all I'm saying. Don't be fooled by it. I'm not fooled by it, and I know you're not. But when you read these stats, it's all masked to make you believe that this is actually not a bad season, or in this one in particular, Mikel Arteta, over the scape of things, is actually doing a fantastic job. Go get me a trophy then. Go get me a trophy. Stop losing home and away to poor teams. Stop drawing home and away to relegation fodder. Stop dropping points while you're in leading positions, which we know this season to be 21 points. Because they're the real stats that are damning. They're the real stats as to why we're not winning anything, ladies and gentlemen. And they're not very good. Don't be fooled by this stuff. I promise you, it's no good. Look what else we wake up this morning with. Even though this is about a day or so old, I think it's a day old, Declan Rice. So it gets better, doesn't it? Declan Rice missed the trip to Liverpool on Sunday with a muscular issue. And this is the kicker, ladies and gentlemen, because Arsenal website, I'm telling you it's a hip, but it is not. I've checked it on numerous outlets. It's not a hip injury. Guess what it is? Believed to be a hamstring strain. Where have we seen that before? Where have we seen that before? It's understood Rice is recovering. While there is hope that injury is not serious, maybe just be a cheeky grade 1. Club medics will not take any unnecessary risks with the player. This, my friends, is hamstring injury number 6 of the season, half of which are grade 3 tears. The last grade 3 tear Arsenal Football Club had outside of the 24-25 season was when Lucas Podolski had one 10 plus years ago. 10 plus years ago. How are we getting the same injuries? Number 6. Number 6. That's the 6th hamstring injury just this season. Also, ladies and gentlemen, it strikes odd that we're also getting knee injuries all the time. Why have we had 10 players out this season with knee injuries and hamstring injuries? Two of the same injuries, 10 players out. Must be something that is going on in training or something, because that is too coincidental for me. I don't know if it is for you guys, but I mean, that's just a little bit too coincidental, is it not? Hamstring injury again. What's the most cause of hamstring injuries, ladies and gentlemen? Humor me, please. I'll give you a couple of seconds. Yeah, that's it. It's being overplayed. Exactly right. So we come back to this point then with Declan Rice's hamstring injury, which could only be a small one, by the way. It is a hamstring injury nonetheless. Why did he play against Crystal Palace? Why? Why did he play against Ipswich when we had big PSG games coming up? Why did this manager play a full string team? Why? Why? Why could he not rotate adequately? He had Partey in, who was suspended for the first leg. Why did Declan Rice start as well, ladies and gentlemen? Why did he not get rotated? Why could he not come off after 60 minutes? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but while we've had all of these big injuries this season, it all boils down to one thing for me personally, and it can't all just be down to the manager, but no one at this football club, apart from us world class fans. Let's get it right in this chat. Big up to you. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Big up to every single one of you in the building. It's early, I know, but we're here to talk some early Arsenal. Why does no one blame the manager, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not saying totally blame it on him. I'm really not. But how can we not be looking at this manager and what he's doing on that training ground? It's not good enough. It's not as if we've had 6 hamstring injuries because they've both been absolutely taken out by a two-studded challenge. That just isn't the case. They are being overworked. Why are they being overworked? Because they're playing too much. They're not being rotated. The squad rotation has not been good enough. Who's in charge of the squad rotation? Maybe all of them were unavoidable. Maybe. But actually, when we sit in and we take ourselves out of La La Land, do you not think that some of them might have been avoidable? Some of them 10 injuries that we've had, hamstring and knee injuries, do you reckon? Do you reckon at least half of them were probably avoidable? 75% of them maybe were avoidable? I'm going to be going that way if I'm being totally honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I will come to the chat very, very, very soon. We'll do that on the last little bit of the show because I've got to take the kids to school. So, we'll be here for another 15, 20 minutes. So don't worry, chat. I'm not ignoring you. We will come to you. World class chat. Don't worry about that. But you know what else strikes me? It's not even just a certain department that these hamstrings, let's just stay with the hamstrings, that we're getting these hamstring injuries. We've had them in defence, of course, with Gabriel Magalhaes. We're having them in central defensive midfield now with Declan Rice. Yeah. We're having them up front with Kai Havertz. Yeah. We're having them on the wings with Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli. It's non-stop in every single different department. So it's almost like you can't say, well, it's just happening to the wingers. That's because they're bombing forward and backwards. No, 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 no. The striker, that's because they're bombing forward. They're all in slight different positions. They've all got different jobs to do. They're all being overworked in different ways. Why is their hamstring injuries spread across the team? I'm just asking the question, guys. I don't have the answer. I don't have the answer to it. I'm just asking the simple question. Why are we getting all of these injuries in exactly the same department? But more importantly, do you know what the big question is, ladies and gentlemen? This is the real kicker. How can it be avoided? This is the question we all need to be asking. How can this be avoided? Because we can't go into next season with all of these injuries. And that's why I come back to this man, yeah? He's got some work to do. He has got some work to do. Big bad boy Berta. He's going to come in and he's got to reinvigorate this squad. Let's get that absolutely right. He's got to come in and get a goalkeeper. And talking about goalkeepers, we have been linked with this guy. Espanyol's keeper, Juan Garcia. This is no new news to everyone, but it's come back and it's doing its circles again. What do you reckon, chat? Because I will be coming to the chat very, very, very soon. What do you reckon here with this? Because it's reported that his release clause is about, I think, 25, 26 million. Is that what you'd be doing? Would you be sort of going down that avenue of 25, 26 million on a backup keeper? I don't know about you, but if he's coming in and we're spending a nice chunk, because let's get it right, 26 million is a big, big, big chunk, especially of our transfer budget. Don't be fooled by this 350 million, people. Please do not be fooled by the 350 million. I'd be going out and getting someone like a Kasper Schmeichel, there or thereabout, a Casper-esque sort of goalkeeper who's going to cost you a couple of million. He'll be happy to sit and play second fiddle. He'll give you that experience that you need a couple of times. He'll give you that rotation. Okay, you might not be phenomenal with his feet, but we don't have to get 100% the exact player in every department. And especially, we do not need to do that with another keeper again. We've worked out last season that Ramsdale and the Raya scenario does not work. So if he's coming in to challenge David Raya, no, 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 no. Please, Mikel, no. We've been there, we've seen there, we've done it. We've got that T-shirt. It looks like so-and-so. Don't do that again. So swerve this guy at all costs. He's too expensive. There's no point. We also then see Real Madrid are considering a move to sign David Raya this summer. Could it be a replacement? Could it not? I personally, unless David Raya is going to be upgraded on, and this ain't the upgrade, I can promise you that. But if David Raya is going to be upgraded on, go get an Oblak or someone like that. Go get a proper Oblak, a proper player like Oblak. That's what I want to see. Then sell David Raya. Upgrade on it. Don't just give me sideways or backward signings like this. If this man is going to go get me the real deal, or go get me an adequate backup. Look at Barcelona. Look at all the other teams. They've got Chesney as their backup goalkeeper. I know they've been unfortunate with ter Stegen, but they've got Chesney, a free transfer, as their backup. That's something like that signing I'd want. That's why I say Kasper Schmeichel. Go get him from Chelsea. Chelsea Celtic, I believe he's at. Don't waste silly, silly, silly money in departments when we clearly need it in other areas. I mean, we massively do. Sorry about that. Too early in the morning. I'm sure you don't want my ugly mug zoomed in fully on the screen. That's what I'm saying. He's got a lot of work to do. Left back. We need a new left back. Because guess what? Tierney has been let go. Zinchenko's been let go. And Calafiori is another sick note. He is. He's another sick note, isn't he, Calafiori? He's not reliable. He's one-on-one like Andre Santos settings. I don't think he's personally a left back. But he's too injury prone to keep him and sustain 38 game season title charge or 4 competitions. So we need another left back, Berta, didn't we? He's got a big old job on his hands. Big, big, big job on his hands, this guy. I mean, we've seen Zubamendi come in, but you know, that's all well and good. We need more than Zubamendi, a lot more. I'm quite personally happy the fact that Zubamendi's came in already. I've seen a couple of people on the YouTube stratosphere and on the online and all of that, sort of having a whinge about the Zubamendi transfer. Oh, we should have got a striker in first. Do you know what? I'm willing to give it a little bit of time. Victor Gyökeres, my striker, he's got a release clause. And I've said all of this, so I have to remain consistent. And by that, I mean, I give Arsenal Football Club at least until halfway through June to release the clause of Victor Gyökeres. Halfway through June. Release that clause and then get him near enough signed in by the 2 weeks. So I don't really care who we sign before. All I want to know is we better be in deep contract negotiations and already activated the clause with Victor Gyökeres by halfway through June. By the end of June, I reckon it's way too late. I want to see him signed up by at least the 3rd week. So whoever comes in beforehand, that's all well and good. 2 weeks into June, get me Victor Gyökeres. That's it. Facts. Job done. Big up to Vanta, my geezer, become a YouTube member. Big up to you, brother. Always welcome to have you along, my friend. And let's come to the world class chat, man. So yeah, we are morning to the early risers. Come on, man. It's 8:05. We've been together for 20 minutes so far this morning. And do you know what? To be fair, considering I finished my show last night, I think around 1:30. I don't actually feel too bad this morning, to be fair. Lucas just woke up. Big up to you, brother. We've got a legend in the building. Come on, man. Shane Gooner, he's gone at 10:30 every day, as always. The full Irish. Big up to him, man. I'm all good, Luca. Thank you, brother. Mad Max, what, you on your way to work this morning, or are you already at work? I know you're listening, and I greatly appreciate that, my friend. We got Banter Russ Morgan in the building, bruv. Big up to you, mate, if you're still here. Hope you're well, my friend. And we got another member in the building as well. Big up Peter De Jong, mate. Absolute legend. Yeah, yeah, Ishmael, big up to you, brother. A couple of people saying hello. We got Mad Max has come back in with a question, to be fair, or a statement, brother. I don't really care about the remaining games, just deflated. I'm like you, mate. I've checked out a little bit, to be fair. It's kind of difficult not to. I shall be going. I shall be going on Sunday, of course, for the last game of the season. And I will be taking a video, so stay tuned for this. Because as you will all be aware, Arsenal Football Club will be releasing their new home shirt. So I'm just quite intrigued to see the queue outside that armory. It's going to be probably absolutely massive. All queuing all the way down, all the way down to the Holloway Road. I bet. Shepo, big up, mate. AFC, how you doing? How about amount of days since winning a trophy? Yeah, exactly right. And that's obviously going to be probably in response to that. So big up to you, Shepo. Oh, right, let's zoom back out again. I'm sure you don't want to be put off your Weetabix this morning by my face. Gabriel A, big up. Thank you very much for the watch. Tactically, it's more of a challenge to beat the smaller teams. Yeah, I mean, I get sort of maybe an angle that you're coming from, but I mean, we should be having match winners in the squad. We should be able to be getting over the line. I'm sorry, there isn't really a good enough excuse there, my friend, to lose to Bournemouth home and away, to lose it to West Ham that are absolutely shambolic, 1-0 at home and not even score. Everton, one of them weren't even Sean Dyche. One of them weren't even a Moyes' rejuvenated Everton. It was Sean Dyche's falling one, and we still didn't even touch them at home. That was 0-0. I'm afraid I've got to disagree there, bud. But thanks for the view, man. Thanks for the question. I don't mind being challenged. It's all well and good. Losing to Bournemouth twice is a sackable offence of its own. This is the worrying thing, man. Good morning to you, AJ Byatt. Yeah, man. Big up to you, brother. Thank you very much for stopping by. Leonardo, big up. No, sorry, Leodrano, mate. I'll just call you Taffy. Let's get that right. A little tongue twister for me in the morning. Yeah, not a quarter to eight. Big up Burton. He's a fresh man to work with. I totally agree, and hopefully that be Simeone. Thank you very much, my friend. And 15 likes we got. Yeah, get them likes up in the morning. Get them likes up. Come on, man. Big up to you as well, brother. Yeah, that's damning. Yep, chills. It's double damning, mate. Don't worry about that. Gavin, good morning to you, my friend. He is a poison indeed. Buster's in the building. The injuries are due to over celebrating too many goals scored. Yeah, but not titles won, no, my friend. Hey, that's a shame. Rice never had injuries before joining Arsenal. These are facts. Another hamstring injury. Unbelievable. Yeah. I tell you, it's worrying, ladies and gentlemen, you know? Arteta's rookie, and he's arrogant. I'm not going to argue with a single statement you just made there, my friend. And good morning to you, KLS. Thank you very much for watching. Static in the building. What a legend. And let's see what he's got to say. Good morning to you, brother. Early riser. Hey, Aaron. Arteta definitely isn't reducing the intensity by at least 5% or more. Then yes, the lack of squad depth, rotation certainly doesn't help too. Facts. Exactly right. That's what it all comes down to. Lemmy, what we saying? Or EXL Emmy, maybe. We'll call you Emmy, just in case. Mikhail, I prefer action, not reaction, guys. Yeah, I can't be proactive in rotating the team. This is the first time I've seen you in the chat. Big up to yourself. Yes, you totally get it. Buzzing. Good morning to you. Mo, big up my G. Big up to you. Sav, big up to you as well, brother. Robbo in the building or Robo? Tell me which one, because I hear people call you Robo. I call you Robbo because it's the first thing I see. I've got a mate called Rob. I call Robbo. So let me know. Probably two B's Robbo. If it's Robo, tell me and I'll call you by the correct terms. Big up to you though, bruv. Supposedly Berta has said, don't be stupid. Yeah, I can't be. Come on, man. Yeah, that's it. We need a backup keeper. We know we need a backup keeper. That's just facts. But don't be spending 25, 30 million on one. Do you know what I mean? We've seen last summer, it just don't work. Without a hat again. Yeah, this is Christmas. I know. Yeah, that's it, man. Do you know what? It's the sun in the morning absolutely beams on here, and like it's bloody hot this morning. So yeah, but it's a little bit too sticky for a hat. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Is an upgrade on Raya? I mean, maybe so, but I mean, why are we upgrading our keeper every 5 minutes? Do you know what I mean? Like, and I just personally don't think he's anywhere near an upgrade. He's only really had two full seasons in La Liga. Good morning to you. Brother, I'm sure you're from Poland, are you not, my friend? Or not, maybe not from Poland, but living in Poland. It's one of the two, Gatty, but big up to you, man. I love your work rate. Thank you very much, sir. If Raya comes in, Garcia comes in for Raya, he's meant to leave Arsenal. Trust me, mate. Yeah, man, big up to you. Yes. I just don't know why we're juggling the keepers again. Either if Raya's set or he's not, get me a world class keeper. Like when Liverpool they upgraded on Allison. Get me an Oblak. That's the only one. That's the only what sort of realistic player or keeper I want. That would probably realistically come to Arsenal, and then go get a Kasper Schmeichel-esque signing. Job done. Then your department settled. But we can't just keep chopping and changing. That keeper around. Fry's your number one. Keep him. Get a backup keeper. So yeah, a bit frustrating. Yeah, this manager getting to spend another penny makes my stomach churn. Yeah, you're not the only one there, brother. Big up to you, mate. Shields has come back in. Oi, if you do that as a signing, the new man is running the recruitment. Yeah, I hope Berta. I hope he comes in and sort of does the business, my friend. He's got a lot to do. Let's get that right. Congratulations on the 1.1. Thank you very much, Nick's Football Club, and anyone who doesn't just like Liverpool content, but also likes content on a broader sort of spectrum. Go and watch Nick. Give him a like and subscribe, everyone, man. He does some great stuff over there. And good morning to you as well, bruv. Um, Bust, I've been watching a lot of Jokeres, and I have to say I'm a little unimpressed with how much his left foot seems to be just for standing on. Positive, however, the lad takes a convincing penalty. Do you know what? On the latter, I will say, um, yeah, we need someone that's going to score from the penalty spots because Odegaard ain't Odegaarding and Saka ain't doing the business either. Do you know what I mean? He's really 50-50 Saka for me. Yeah, I'll take that. But, surely Victor Gyökeres has got to be just a tiny little bit better than Mikel Merino up top, yeah? You're going to stay for the lap of honor. I will be staying, not specifically for the lap of honor. But I want to hear firsthand, like I did last year and the year before, what he says on the mic. Because last year on the mic, he said, do not accept second place. Do not accept second place. Look at what we've done this season. So I want to see what this manager says with my own mince pies. Yeah, watching from Poland. Yeah, I thought that was right. Yeah. Big up work rate. Yeah, we got to get a work rate in. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. I just pray Max is saying, Berta isn't another Arteta. Yes, man. I can't see if he's worked with Simeone for the best part of 10 years, a good decade. If he's worked with him and been able to deal with it, I'm sure he'll make mincemeat of Arteta. I hope so. Anyway, I trust you. Process the sandwich. Top Gooners, I love that name, man. Why are we getting all the injuries? Captain Obvious, come on. He's linked with Madrid. Yep, I had that up. Yeah, man. He's linked with Madrid. We'll have to see how that goes. Robert, as in Robert. Yeah. Good. Yeah. I'm sure that's it. Yeah, Robert. So yeah, Robbo. Love it. That's what I'm gonna call you. I love a Robbo. Robbo. Lewis, big up, mate. Yeah, it's lovely again today. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be going out in the garden and doing some little bits and bobs soon. Ro, big up to you, Ro, man. I keep seeing you in the chat a lot of the time now. Big up to you, Ro. I love seeing all of these regular faces and seeing some new faces as well, man. It means that we're doing something right over here. So thank you very much, every single one of you. We had a world class keeper on Arteta herited. Martin is exactly right, and he binned him. We had the perfect duo. Facts, facts. Love it. Normski in the building, man. We got a legend over here in the house, man. Part of that wonderful panel we have on them Monday night shows. Yeah, we go and give Normski a like and subscribe, man. He's an absolute geezer. Big up Aaron, work rate on point. You're too kind, my friend. Yeah, I know. I think I had a good 5 hours of sleep today since finishing streaming at 1:30. You know what I mean? We got to get up. I somersaulted out of bed. Do you know what I mean? That good. Only joking. If I somersaulted, honestly, the back would give out. I'm 36 and I feel like I'm about 56. My brain just, it runs around and races around like a 26-year-old, but the body can't keep up. Just adds big up to you, brother. It's the first time I've seen you in this chat, I believe. But Aaron, don't understand why we don't just use Hein as a number two. I'll set her out. But that's another sort of option. But the only reason why I would say or go against that Hein purely would be just the experience, in difficult parts of the season. Let's just say, I don't know, we are in a quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup and David Raya's got a knock of something, or, there's an important away game, like a tricky Everton tie. I would prefer more of a senior head in there, to be honest with you. I'm not saying Carl Hein wouldn't be able to do a job, but I would just personally feel a bit more comfortable with a senior head in there, who can read the game, who can read his defence, who can bark out command, with efficiency and effectiveness. So that'd be the only reason why I wouldn't sort of wouldn't go down that avenue, mate. But big up to you. It's a great point still, nonetheless. Big up Tone. Go and follow Tone. We love a bit of him over there. Good morning, Aaron. Have a cheeky look whilst work. Thank you very much. Bit of the airport is our Tone. Well done for the 1K subs, man. Thank you very much. No, all well. Yeah, yeah, they're all good. Yeah, yeah, they're all good, man. Thank you very much. Big up to the chat. You are too kind. Ramsdale is nowhere near world class. Yeah, no, no, that's absolute fact. I know, Matt. Listen, man, Abhijit. That's what we're saying, man. We're live again. Yeah, we finished being live at 1:30 in the morning, and now we're here to do a morning show, man. What can I say? I just must enjoy talking to every single one of you a little bit too much, but that's all good for me. I can handle that, man. I can handle that. We're gonna take a couple more. We got Lewis. Big up to you again. Martinez is always leaving. I don't know, man. I reckon considering how emotional we was when we lifted the FA Cup, I reckon if we was to say to him then that at that pivotal point, we said to him, Emmy, here you go, we're gonna double your wages or whatever. Come stay at the Arsenal. I reckon he probably would have. I reckon we let him slip, to be fair. So I will slightly disagree with you on that one. I was playing in the Liga team that slaughtered. Yeah, no thanks to one guy steering goal. It was a very good backup. Yeah, look, I do, I totally get where you're coming from. I really do, and there would be worse backups there. But I just would prefer. I've always had done. It's a preference thing, mate. That's all it is. I would just prefer a more experienced head, a more senior head to come in goal. Do you know what I mean? And that's sort of literally it. It's just a bit of preference there. Um, People say it's a mistake in hindsight because we won the World Cup later on. So strange. Yeah, but yeah, it's because I think what he does with his feet. That's literally I think the only reason why we got rid of him because I mean his attributes elsewhere are fantastic. To be fair. He only said, "Do not accept second." Nothing about finishing third. Exactly right. Facts. Now I have to go and take the kids to school, so I will wrap it there. But I will be back, I do believe, for an afternoon show in some capacity. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you do not miss that. We'll just have another general chit chat. We might have a couple of guests. I've already got one person in mind. You may know him. You may like him. I'm sure you will. But other than this, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an excellent morning. Thank you very much for the support. Again, these morning shows are getting there. We are definitely getting there. How much players would you hope to get in the summer? 10. I don't think we will get 10, but that's how much we need, my friend. That is exactly how much we need. But yeah, listen, I'm gonna wrap up. I've got things to do. I will catch all of you wonderful so and so's, the world class chat, as I like to call them, a little bit later. Thank you very, very, very much. Morning Hooksy, big up to you, brother. Big up to you. I will catch you all later on. Take care, everyone. Have a good day.